Cool.
All
Well,
right.
who do we have here now?
Yeah, Vijay, tell us, who are you? What are you here to talk about?
Hello, all. I'm Vijay Chaudhary. I'm software engineer with AWS. I worked on Amazon QuickSight, which is a cloud-native business intelligence service, which lets you build the interactive visualizations and reports and deliver those to your users and customers. It's also embeddable. So you can build your analytics applications inside your website and brand it the way you need.
All right.
So QuickSight, okay. I'm familiar with QuickSight, but I always like to consider the audience in case anybody's tuning in, never heard of it. There are a lot of AWS services after all, so it's very difficult to be relevant and keep up to date with all of them. It sounds like a business analytics tool, right? Or a business intelligence tool, right? BI, I think, is maybe the category that it would fit in. Is that fair, Vijay?
Yes, that's fair. Yes.
And just like under a minute, what would I do with QuickSight if I had never heard of it? How would I use it in a typical business?
In a typical business, you want to look at the metrics of your business, your sales, how your users are interacting with your product. You want to provide all these services to your customers. So in all these contexts, QuickSight comes into picture and business intelligence comes into picture. We help our customers build all the visualizations required to get the deeper data insights into what they're doing, help their users get those insights, and that's all we do. We provide the customers.
I think you do a lot more than that, but okay.
Well, Steve, yeah. like think about you and I both have been on engineering teams in the past. Oftentimes you've got a lot of data coming out of your software products, and if you try and go show that raw data to, let's say, someone in the C-suite, we won't name any names or roles of people in the C-suite. They don't really want to read a bunch of like CSV.
They want to see graphics, right?
They want to see a picture, right? And they want to see things charted over time and how it compares to other things. But that takes effort, right? To transform that raw data into a visualization. And let's be honest, Steve, you and I, we probably have more important things to do when we were on those engineering teams than build charts and graphs and things.
Well, actually, I'm thinking even more important than that, though, is, visualizations need data.
Yeah.
Right? So with QuickSight, where's the data coming from? You mentioned like customers and sales and things like that, but what are the raw data sources that you can use?
Yeah, there are like 20, 30 plus. I might be underestimating a number of data sources. You can pull in from lots of AWS systems. You can pull in your data from Salesforce. You can pull in from Twitter. If you have data in your database like DynamoDB, you can export it and connect it to QuickSight and start getting insights within a few minutes also.
Yeah, so that's a great piece right there too, Steve, is not only do I not have time to go build these charts and graphs, I also don't have time to integrate my data sources to go and build those charts and graphs to begin with, right? So QuickSight has me covered. It's a pretty good selling point, Vijay. I like that.
If you have just a spreadsheet, gone are the days to create visualizations inside the spreadsheet. You have Excel, upload it, create the visualizations, and you have it. It's stored in the cloud, always secured and safe, and you can always get back to it. You can share it with others. It's very easy that way.
Sharing brings me on to the idea of this embedding, right? So today, what's available in the embedding space regarding QuickSight?
So gone are the days where business intelligence was only in the reports, where everyone would come and see the reports every week or every month, and that's it. We as a world, in the technology world, we advanced to cloud native business intelligence, but we're taking it further. Now you can use these business intelligence dashboards or whatever you built there and embed it in your internal website, or you can embed it in your external website, which is like a SaaS software. You can brand that analytics capability and sell that, and provide lots of data visualization and analytics capabilities to your users. It always helps in bringing up the value of your product as a customer, as a service provider, and always helps your users in improving their productivity, because they have the insights at the fingertips.
So effectively put the data where the users are, don't make them come to the data where it is.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Steve, we've got 2 more problems solved with this imaginary C-suite that you and I are reporting up our software product metrics to. Okay. Number 1, like, we don't have to generate that report anymore per month. They can just always come in and see it. Number 2, the C-suite person that we're talking to refused to log into QuickSight. They just said, I don't know what this is. I'm not logging in. And they will only log into the normal thing that they're used to working in. So we can embed it. Vijay, let me ask you this. Do I have to embed an entire dashboard full of graphs and charts and things, or can I pick and choose?
It's a good question. That's actually what we recently launched. Now you can not just embed the whole dashboard and have it on your dedicated analytics page, but you can take up bits and pieces of that dashboard. You can pick the charts that you want the users to see and get the insights on variety of pages on your website. It doesn't have to be confined to your analytics section. It doesn't have to be confined to one full page. You can have other data that you're pulling on a different page. You just want to show a metric. You don't have to build the whole backend and front end just to show those metrics. If you have them available through QuickSight, you can show them just that particular part in anywhere on your page. Could be your home page, landing page, and all this is done cloud native. You don't have to build so you don't have to buy servers.
I love it. I love not having to buy servers. That's great. And now, this imaginary C-suite that I keep talking about, there was another C-suite member that was very jealous that they didn't get their own specific charts and graphs, but I didn't want to build 2 dashboards. So now I don't have to. So I can just pull them out and present it like it's 2 different dashboards. But really, it's all coming from the same data, same source, same dashboard that I use. But I've embedded these just 1 or 2 graphs in each of these C-suite members' custom pages, and they're both happy now. We could go back to making software, Steve.
Yay.
No more reporting. It's great. It just happens. We don't have to worry about that. Should we see it? What do you think, Steve?
I vote we should see it.
All right, Vijay, you ready?
Yeah.
You know me. Show me the console or show me the code.
All right, we got your screen pulled up, Vijay.
Yeah, so here I have a full dashboard that I built from a sample sales data. Let's say you want to show, you are embedding this whole dashboard, that's fine. But if you want to show just small parts of it on a page where you have some relevant information about that chart, now you can do it. So I've built one sample.
So that was what we would have had to embed before.
The entire
we'd have to take the entire thing, even with data that may not be relevant to the target audience.
Right. You would have to have this whole dashboard on a page, and then the user will have to then think about their context. If the context is only for one of the charts, they'll have to look through for a specific chart, and then they'll have to navigate between the pages, like the page where they were doing the work and the page where they have actually the analytics information. Now we're letting the customers pull that analytics data onto the page where they actually need, and don't have to embed the whole dashboard on the full page.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. So for the demo, I have built one fake site to show how we can do it. Let's say I have some information. I may have some data that I'm pulling in from other online services, and I just want to show some visualizations in particular places, so I can make sense of the content even better when I look at the metrics alongside with it. So I have this fake page, fake website. It is real. The content is fake. And I'm going to need to show two of the visuals on this page. So I'm going to show one of the ways of getting the embedded visuals. For embedding a specific visual, now the customers see this embed visual option. All they have to do for embedding is just get the code of that, put it in your HTML page for wherever you want. I just copied it and put my code into HTML. And I'll do the same thing for another chart. I just copied it. In a bit, I'll show you the code that I've copy pasted.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah. So if you check here, the page source of this page right now, before going anywhere, is that it just has this content, and I have a placeholder where I want the charts to. I've copy pasted the iframe code that I got through the.
Can you just up the zoom level on that font a tiny bit? I got old eyes,
sure.
as we heard at the beginning of the program. So there we go.
Yeah. So yeah, I have this placeholder where I want the charts to go, and I don't want the whole dashboard to show up and confuse the user. I've added the code in my file. I'll just upload it to S3, where I've created that website. I've hosted the website.
But yeah, while this is uploading, I mean, essentially this will work anywhere that you can render HTML, I would assume. Like any internal sites, running on something like SharePoint, static sites on S3, server rendered pages like ASP.NET or something. As long as you can embed HTML and render that HTML, you're good to go. Is that fair?
Yeah. Right. And this is one way if you are not a developer and you just want a quick way to get the specific charts on a content that you're writing. Maybe it's your internal wiki page. You can take that code right into add to the HTML of your wiki page, and there you go. You have the charts. Let me refresh this page to see if the content has been updated. It was getting cached. I think it was invalidating the cache. So
there you go.
All I did was I copied the code I got from the QuickSight webpage, the dashboard. That code is this single line. I pasted it in my HTML. I uploaded it to my server, the web server, and that's it. After deployment, I have the charts.
Cool.
Now, I don't have to build the whole dashboard.
I like it. This is my level of development, right? Go to the control, click on it. Even if it's clicking, it's not automation. You click on it, get the link, paste it, and go. I like that.
What's the other option, Vijay? You said there was more than just clicking on the embed button.
So you can just do this, copy code, right? Put it into your HTML, and there you go. In this case, my dashboard is public, but you can have it authenticated also. It'll give you a pop-up for credentials, and after you're authenticated, you can keep using it for showing as many visuals through that session as needed. There is another way, which ISVs who build the websites for their users and provide SaaS softwares, they normally do it through programming. And for that, you can. We have added one more option in our API operation that lets you send the IDs for a specific visual that you want to embed. And those IDs can be copied from here. You just copy them, add it into your code. There's a specific experience configuration you have to pass, and you get a pre-signed URL, which we can add the same way to your HTML, like we had here. And you will have the chart embedded. It will show look and feel wise. It will be exactly same. but it's done by the backend, not through the front end.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Any speaking of coding, any SDKs or anything I can utilize to help me with that?
Yeah,
calls to the API, things like that.
Yeah, I have the AWS SDK links. I'll pass along and post them to the channel. We have a new experience configuration. If you want dashboard embedding, you send dashboard embedding configuration. If you want visual embedding, specific visuals, you send that, and then we give you the we securely give you the pre-signed URL for creating the embedded in there.
Nice, very nice.
So if I'm new to all of this, the obvious question becomes like, where do I go to get started? Where's the best place to go?
We have lots of resources for this. We have a demo video. You already saw the demo now. We have a blog, and I think we will probably come up with some more content. So if you guys can tune in for it, we will post those on our blog posts and white papers in those. And the blogs that we already have, I'll share those links on the chat there.
Cool.
Very cool, Vijay. Thank you for joining us. Any parting words? I mean, obviously, everyone should go out and start embedding graphs everywhere. Just put them anywhere and everywhere.
Exactly. That's the vision. Now you don't have to be confined with this one analytics page. You can take the data and analytics, apply it in everywhere on your website. Doesn't have to be confined that way. So yeah, thanks for having me here, and really wonderful talking about it.